Once upon a time, in a bright and sunny forest, filled with colorful flowers and tall, friendly trees, lived three little pigs. They were brothers, and their names were Percy, Pip, and Patrick. One beautiful morning, their mother gathered them close and said, "My dears, it's time for you to go out into the world and build your very own homes. Remember to work hard, be smart, and always look out for each other." With happy waves and oinks of goodbye, the three little pigs set off on their big adventure. Percy, the first little pig, was the most playful of the three. He loved to dance and sing more than anything else. As he skipped along the path, he saw a farmer with a big bundle of golden straw. "Oh, that looks perfect," he thought. "Building a house with straw will be so quick and easy. Then I'll have all day to play." So Percy asked the farmer for some straw, and quickly he huffed and he puffed and he bundled the straw together into a small, cozy-looking house. It didn't take long at all. "Hooray!" he cheered, and spent the rest of the day singing and dancing in the meadow. Pip, the second little pig, was a bit more patient than Percy. He wanted a sturdy house, but he also wanted to finish quickly so he could join his brother in the fun. Soon, he met a woodcutter with a cart full of strong sticks. "Sticks are much stronger than straw," Pip thought. "This will make a fine house." He gathered the sticks and began to build. He hammered and sawed, and in a few hours, he had a neat little wooden house. It was stronger than Percy's, and he was very proud. "Finished," he declared, and off he went to find Percy, ready for a game of tag. Now, Patrick, the third little pig, was the most thoughtful and hard-working of them all. He knew that a good, strong house was very important. He walked past the straw and the sticks until he came across a bricklayer with a load of heavy, red bricks. "Aha," Patrick said to himself. "This is exactly what I need. Building a house of bricks will take a lot of work, but it will be safe and strong." While his brothers played, Patrick worked hard all day long. He mixed the mortar, laid each brick carefully, and built a solid chimney. It took him a long time, but when he was done, he had a beautiful, strong brick house with a sturdy door and a big fireplace. Patrick felt very safe and proud of his hard work. The next day, as the three little pigs were enjoying their new homes, a not-so-scary wolf came wandering through the forest. This wolf, whose name was Wally, had a big, rumbling tummy. He wasn't very clever, but he was very hungry. He smelled the delicious scent of little pigs, and his nose led him right to Percy's straw house. Wally knocked on the door. Little pig, let me come in," he called out in his silliest deep voice. Percy squealed in fright. "Not by the hair on my chinny chin." Wally just chuckled. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." And with one big puff, he blew the straw house all apart. Whoosh! Percy squealed and ran as fast as his little legs could carry him to his brother Pip's wooden house. Percy burst through the door. Pip, the wolf is here. He blew my house down." Pip quickly locked the door, just as Wally, the wolf, arrived. Little pigs, let me come in," he called. Percy and Pip huddled together and shouted, "Not by the hair on our chinny chin-chins." Wally grinned. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." He took a deep breath and huffed, and he puffed. The wooden house shivered and shook. He huffed and puffed again, and with a great big crack, the house of sticks came tumbling down. "Oh no," cried the two little pigs, and they ran as fast as they could, straight to their brother Patrick's house of bricks. They scrambled inside, and Patrick calmly locked the heavy wooden door behind them. "Don't worry," he said. "You are safe here." Just then, Wally the wolf, a little out of breath, came to the brick house. He knocked on the door. Little pigs, let me come in," he demanded. All three pigs shouted back bravely, "Not by the hair on our chinny chin chins." Wally laughed. "You think this house is strong? I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." So he huffed, and he puffed, but nothing happened. The brick house didn't even wiggle. He huffed and puffed again, turning red in the face. He puffed and huffed until he had no puff left, but the brick house stood as strong as a mountain. Wally was tired and frustrated, but he wasn't ready to give up. He looked up and saw the chimney. "Aha," he thought. "I'll just climb up the roof and slide down the chimney to get them." But clever Patrick had heard the scampering on the roof. He knew just what the wolf was planning. Quick as a flash, he put a big pot of water on the fire to boil. Just as Wally squeezed himself into the chimney and started to slide down, splash, he landed right in the pot of hot water. He howled, leaping out of the pot, shooting up the chimney, and running away into the forest, never to bother the three little pigs again. Percy and Pip were so grateful to their brother, they hugged him tightly. "Oh, Patrick, you were right," said Percy. "Your hard work and smart planning saved us all," Pip added. "From now on, we'll always take the time to do things the right way." And they did. The next day, with Patrick's help, Percy and Pip built their own strong houses of brick right next to their brothers. They worked together as a team, and soon there were 3 sturdy little brick houses all in a row. The 3 little pigs lived happily and safely ever after, always remembering that hard work, teamwork, and a little bit of planning make all the difference. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories. See you next time.